close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. We'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll
go. Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me move. You can make me move. Can make make it last forever. Stop in time. Yeah, I'm surrendering. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you.
Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Good to see you. So I'm behind on the ball. Congratulations to me. Yeah, I've been dealing with doctors and pharmacies, and that's just a ton of fun. Still not done, but I did happen to see. I think I don't know who it was actually. I don't know, Staff or Queen Bella. I'm not sure. One of them put in our Discord that the presser was on for him, which is crazy because I had seen that the police were sort of correcting what had been said, right? I told you guys last night late, is that supposedly Noel's mother had said that she sold him. But the police were already coming out today saying no, she did not sell him at a Fiesta store. And so I was going to just give you guys that correction, but I was gonna look into it. And again, I got wrapped up with these doctors, like it's crazy. But um, who knew? Anyway, because the doctors, it made me forget. There's also not a press conference, but a live show that was done for the case that we just covered yesterday. And so, well, yeah, I've got some options for you. Is to get to the point of what I'm trying to say. So basically, I have three off the top of my head that I could think of press conferences that I need to show. This is definitely being shown right now. This is number one. But there are two women I covered separately. One yesterday I covered on purpose. Like I made a thumbnail. She was, planned to be covered. But I ended up running across another one. I put her on my community wall today. I also put her on my Facebook group. And there is a press conference that has been done for her. So I think we probably should show that during this because it's actually on the shorter end, right? So it won't be too long if you do this presser in that one, as opposed to this other one that I'm trying to tell you about. It's pretty long all on its own. So let me put this up. I'll pull the picture down. How is everybody? I hope you're doing well. It's weird. I mean, also I gotta come on and give the update on what's going on with Lori with the jury selection. They started later today, so that's for one. And also, the judge did make the decision on whether Lori and Kay could attend the trial, right? Ultimately, as well as be a witness. So let me pull this down for you. And all right, that's down. Hi, everybody. I want to say hi to you. Hello, NY. Good to see you. NY is the one that put the one thing that I was like, y'all are great. Thanks, mods and past mods. Y'all are fantastic. You're so helpful. I love you guys so much. I really do. Hey, Nicole. How you doing? I thought you might be napping still. Good to see you. I've been thinking about you all day. Hey, Natasha. I'm happy to see you. Good morning. Good morning to you. Steph B, hello. Hello. How are you today? I hope you're doing well. I can't remember. What was it you that posted that? Did you share with her? Because I just cannot. My brain is no good. Jingles, hi. How are you doing? Hello, hello. Great to see you. So good to see you. You said you're doing good. Good. Oh, live chat. You guys are on it. Thank you. I appreciate you for that. I absolutely did not have it on live chat. Sorry if I did miss anybody because of that. I don't believe I did, but if I did, I apologize. Hey, Georgia girl, how are you? Nice to see you. It wasn't you, so it was Queen Bella. She's like, yeah, I've already seen it. I don't need to come to that. No. Been there, done that. I appreciate it. It's awesome. Thank you very much. Very, very much. Okay, let me shut up. I'm going to push play on this.
Good afternoon. Everybody ready? You guys hear me okay?
They'll turn on the volume.
All right, good.
It's not us. It's them. I don't know.
Well, good
what they're
afternoon.
keeping on, but-
I have several very important updates to share with you on this
Oh, I hope they didn't
investigation
miss a bunch of that.
following the discharge
Why
of
is
the
he
twins
silent?
from the hospital. We've had
Hold
those
on.
conversations through
Is
the
it me?
authorities in Mexico, and that's been very helpful.
Is my headset busted? Can you all hear
I know
it?
you asked what's next is
All right.
continuing
Hold
to
on.
share
Something's
with you
going on
today.
here. Can you guys hear it? I'm so dang confused what's happening right now. Oh. Oh, yeah, I'm moving. Okay, I thought for a second I wasn't. What the heck? Could you guys hear the press conference? Were you able to hear him talking? Hey, Leanne. You could. Okay. Well, it's a me problem. All right. As long as y'all can hear it, that's great. I'll go play with my headset by myself. Let me push play on this. Sorry, you guys. I don't hear it for some reason. Not sure what's going on there. That's weird. But all right, I'm gonna play it for you. And hopefully I get this fixed. Sorry about that, guys. And girls. Shell, hi. You can hear? I hope I said your name right. Your picture is very tiny, but it does look like you have a very cute little picture there. Yes, ma'am. Aw, you're so polite. It's nice. Thank you.
Important updates to share with you on this investigation. I'm incredibly saddened to share with you today that the search for Noel Rodriguez Alvarez is now officially a death investigation. That means Noel will no longer be considered an endangered missing person. Based on the totality of the circumstances, along with the evidence available to us at this time, it has led to a very unfortunate, unimaginable, and devastating conclusion that Noel is likely deceased. As we continue to investigate the disappearance of Noel, one of our top priorities was to determine the accurate timeline. Investigators determined that Noel was last seen by a professional on July 21st, 2022 for speech therapy. Several other professional appointments were missed near this timeline and following, which ultimately led to warning letters from the Texas Department of State Health Services in order for Cindy to continue to receive government benefits for Noel. Investigators learned that near this timeline, Cindy even asked an acquaintance of hers if she could borrow her son for a doctor's appointment so that she could keep the benefits, stating that Noel had COVID. Our investigation revealed that Noel was present at the time Cindy gave birth to her twin daughters in early October of 2022. Noel was later witnessed for a short period of time following the discharge of the twins from the hospital in mid-October. Noel was described as appearing unhealthy and malnourished. Investigators learned through interviews that leading up to the birth of the twins, Cindy had made several statements about Noel, referring to him as evil, possessed, or having a demon in him. Cindy believed that Noel was going to harm the newborn twins. On November 1st, 2022, Cindy obtained passport photographs of all the children living with her except for Noel. On November 2nd, Cindy applied for passports for herself and all 6 of the children except for Noel. Interviews suggested that Cindy began trying to explain the disappearance of Noel in early November through various stories that she told. Cindy had reportedly told stories that Noel was with his biological father in Mexico, or Noel was with his aunt in Mexico, or Noel was sold to another woman in a Fiesta Market parking lot. Thanks to technology, interviews, search warrants, and the assistance of authorities in Mexico, investigators have been able to disprove each one of these stories. Throughout the investigation, we learned that Cindy has been known by relatives to be abusive and neglectful to Noel. Relatives and witnesses stated that food and water were often withheld from Noel because Cindy did not like changing Noel's dirty diapers. A relative even witnessed Cindy strike Noel in the face with keys because he drank water. Investigators have worked and continue to work tirelessly to comb through all of the electronic data and other information that has been obtained through a multitude of search warrants. We have not located any information that would suggest Noel has been sold or trafficked. We have additionally been able to disprove stories that Noel was given to other family members. Although the course of this investigation has changed, our commitment to Noel has not. We will continue to fight for Noel. Investigators are now working towards identifying potential locations and conducting recovery operations. We are engaging with several experts and highly qualified organizations to assist us on this venture. Some organized searches have already begun and are expected to continue in the coming days. Nobody is more committed, more determined, or more eager to locate Noel than this investigative team. We currently have active felony warrants for the arrest of Cindy and Arshdeep for abandoning and endangering a child, which is a second-degree felony. We want these fugitives arrested and extradited back to the United States so that we can seek answers for the disappearance of Noel. Lastly, I want to again acknowledge and thank all of those who have assisted us to this point, and it is an exhaustive list of great organizations and people. That includes the Alliance for Children, the Department of Family and Protective Services CPI Division, the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, the Euless Police Department, Grapevine Police, Colleyville Police, White Settlement, Forest Hill Police, North Richland Hills Police, Mansfield Police, Dallas Police, the Tarrant County Sheriff's Office, the Texas Department of Public Safety, the Texas Rangers, all of our federal partners, and our law enforcement counterparts in Mexico. Furthermore, I want to specifically thank Captain Zachary of the Euless Police Department, as well as Captain Shimmick of the Grapevine Police Department. These commanders have overseen operations associated with this investigation, and I am tremendously grateful for their leadership, dedication, and commitment in locating Noel Rodriguez Alvarez. These agencies and officers, along with my investigative staff, have been working tirelessly on this case. Thousands of man-hours have been put into the search for Noel. The commitment that has been exhibited by all of them is second to none, and I could not be more proud and thankful for all of them. I understand that this is not the news that we were all hoping for or praying for, and we must continue to stand together as a community and fight for Noel. The City of Everman will be holding a candlelight vigil for Noel Rodriguez Alvarez on Monday, April the 10th at 8:30 p.m. at our Everman Civic Center. This is obviously an ongoing criminal investigation, so I'm going to be limited in the responses that I can give, but I'm happy to take any questions that you might have at this time. And I'll be sure to take my time with your questions, so you don't have to pounce all over each other. We'll be okay. I'm telling you today that based off the interviews, the facts, and the statements that we've received, a culmination of all of the circumstantial evidence and the fact that we ruled out other possibilities, that yes, I do believe that Noel is deceased. So the death investigation is completely separate from the already existing warrants that we issued last week. Those warrants that were issued last week were completely unrelated to this for abandoning or endangering a child. It is a second-degree felony in the state of Texas, and we are seeking to extradite on those charges if we can make that happen. Yeah, so investigators are still working to determine the exact locations where we'll continue to search. Right now, we believe that those are all within the general area of North Texas. I mean, they're in the vicinity here, and those searches have been in the general area of the residents there. So we will continue to identify those locations. I don't have any of those specifically listed out here yet, but they are working to identify those, and we'll move forward with the teams necessary to conduct those searches. The absolute last known appearance that we have been given was that Noel was seen at the hospital at the birth of the twins in early October, and possibly up to a week after that, a week after the children were discharged and brought home. So we're looking at mid to late October in that timeline. No, we don't have video. We've been able to verify that through interviews.
You had said something about trying to get federal authorities to contact international governments. How is that coming along?
Yeah, so we're working with our federal partners. I mean, they're engaged with us now, and we are working with them. They're on the case, working side by side. So, I'm assuming that's who you're referring to, the FBI.
Any international government?
As far as their contacts and what they're doing, I have no clue. I mean, we rely on our relationship with them. When they have information to share back with us, they'll obviously communicate that with us. But I know they're working on it. I just have not heard what the status of that is yet. I don't know what all it entails, and as far as I've never had to go after somebody in a foreign country before. I mean, this is obviously new territory for me, so I'm just not experienced in that. So I don't know what all that entails. I don't know what will make it easier. But obviously, I would think the more evidence that is there, the more probably the more plausible argument that they can make in order to fulfill an extradition. But I don't know what those conversations look like. Never been a part of it. I've never had to pursue somebody in a foreign country before. So. We don't have all the answers there. And that's where bringing them back and being able to interview the other parties involved and getting to those answers would be very helpful. I don't have all the answers there yet, and we're working towards finding those answers. Yes, we do believe the family is still in India. Yes. Yeah, the primary locations that have been searched thus far have been around Everman. Yes. We still need tips. I mean, we can't tell you how helpful some of the tips that we have gotten have been on this case, and we still need that information. We want to know anything and everything we can about Noel. So anybody with information, anybody who's seen them, anybody who's had conversations with Cindy about Noel, we want to know that information, and it's absolutely crucial that they share that with us so we can continue our investigation. Yeah, so this is by far, and I think I speak for the whole team, this has probably been one of the hardest cases that well, I know it's the hardest case that I've ever been a part of, and I'm sure that's the case for many of the other investigators that have been on this investigation. And it's something that we even communicate late at night, even when we're supposedly done working on the case for the day. We're even thinking of things and messaging back and forth and sharing new ideas and things to go after. So you can tell that all the investigators on this case have really been committed, including myself. And it's something that we're absolutely committed to pursuing and finding answers to. So I guess the short answer to that is really the days don't end at this point and haven't. We continue to work on this. Any other questions?
Can you share something about Noel's father?
Yeah, so we've had those conversations. We've turned that request over. I don't know what the status is. I know that the authorities in Mexico have been absolutely tremendous in working with us on this case and very, very helpful with us. And so I think at this point, I don't think there's any expectation that the father will come over here to visit with us. I think we'll continue the conversation through the authorities in Mexico, and that's been very helpful in the case. I know you asked what's next is continuing. Investigators are going to continue to pinpoint potential locations and organize these searches and see if we can't find Noel and bring him home. That's our goal. Anything else? All right. Thank you all very much. I appreciate your time. Thank you all.
Okay, so I assume that would have been done for a little bit for you guys, but I just my phone just got there. You guys, does anybody got the heart to tell me what he said? Okay, actually, you know what? I'll probably hear right here. Um, Well, maybe I won't. Let's see really quickly. This was put out. Well, this is in regards to the family member stating that she had sold him to a woman at a grocery store, right? So let me actually grab you, and I'm going to put you on this right quick. Yeah, absolutely. This poor baby. I don't know if you guys heard, if they added the details. It's turned into a death investigation. Oh, baby. They talked about the abuse that was done to him. Did they talk about that? The stuff that I kind of read to you yesterday? I didn't even have a trigger warning up. I'm sorry, everybody. I apologize. About where excuse me, the mother would hit him with keys. Did it state any of that? I talked about all the abuse. Oh, the poor baby. Okay, I think I have you guys over here with me. So let's play this one. There's probably a commercial.
NFM shops the competition.
It almost looks like it turned this part into the press conference, but we'll see when it comes on. There's 22 seconds. I hope everybody's having a good afternoon. I'm so sorry that it was bad news. Yes, okay, yeah. And that she didn't want him drinking water because it would make a mess and change his diaper. So sad.
Newly obtained police records reveal the uncle of a missing 6-year-old boy told police he personally witnessed the boy's mother abusing him. Hello, everybody. I'm Heather Hayes. It's 9 o'clock. The boy's uncle also told investigators that he heard his nephew had been sold to a stranger at a Fiesta Mart. Everman police say they've ruled out that claim, but the boy still has not been found, and his mother, stepfather, and siblings are all out of the country now. Fox 4's David Santendri is live with more. David.
Yeah, Heather, the search warrant says family members initially reached out to CPS because they feared 6-year-old Noel had either been sold or killed. Tonight, the chief of police tells me that his investigators have ruled out at least one of the family's specific theories. A search warrant for the property where 6-year-old Noel Rodriguez Alvarez lived in a shed behind a home with 8 family members in the Tarrant County city of Everman reveals details regarding the special needs child's disappearance.
Obviously, we're still looking at every avenue.
The warrant details communication between police and Noel's uncle, who said his sister, Cindy Rodriguez Singh, who's Noel's mother, told her mother she had sold Noel to an unknown female at a Fiesta Market.
But we can specifically roll out he was not sold to a lady in a Fiesta Mart.
Everman Police Chief Craig Spencer believes Noel's mother said that to mislead family members.
We don't find any evidence to suggest that the child was sold at all.
The warrant says rumors within the family were that Noel had been sold or killed.
But right now, not able to say if you believe Noel is alive or not.
I'm still going to be an optimist. I got to be an optimist until I see the facts tomorrow.
Thursday, Everman PD will host a press conference detailing new evidence.
Getting a lot of warrant returns on geolocation data that shows their travels and bank records and things. So we've had a ton of investigators spend really the last few days combing through every transaction, every phone call, every text message.
The warrant reads that Noel's uncle had not seen the child for about a year. The last time he saw Noel, he claims he confronted Noel's mother after she assaulted Noel with her car keys because he drank water and she did not want him to wet his diaper. Rodriguez Singh, her new husband, Arshdeep Singh, and 6 of her kids flew to Turkey and then India after investigators began looking into Noel's disappearance. The family purchased one-way tickets, according to the warrant, and Noel was not on the flight.
Obviously, we're still looking at every avenue.
Tomorrow's press conference, which again is supposed to detail new information, is scheduled for 2:30 in the afternoon. Fox 4 News will be there. Heather, send it back to you.
That poor baby. Oh my gosh. I don't know how these people are doing these things. Ay. So, I don't know, little something. Oh, it just went away. Let me tell you this. Natasha, you might be interested in this too. So has anybody seen the, I'm actually going to open the link for you guys instead of, okay, so a Missouri man is found dead in a burned car. He had been missing since 1991. Get this. I don't even know how this is possible. I don't know. He had assumed his wife's identity during his disappearance. I mean, is that not weird? Like, what? That's crazy. A man was found deceased in a burned car in Missouri last month. And his name is Steven. He was 71. It was a burned vehicle near the Budget Inn Hotel in Lebanon. A DNA test was conducted on the body and confirmed April 2nd that the body was of Steven. He was living with his wife and their children in Kansas City when he vanished in 1991. The family never heard from him again and had declared him dead. While investigators were searching the burnt out vehicle, they found items that led them to Campton, Missouri, resident named, Kristen, the same name as his wife, which was the maiden name of his wife before they were married. Police contacted the family of her and told them they said that she died 5 years ago in 2018. So investigators determined that he assumed her identity. He remarried and then lived under the name of Kristen. Whatever. Officials said additional evidence found inside the vehicle and documents found the residence led police to believe that the death was self-inflicted. However, the formal autopsy results are still pending. What? Sorry. I know I find it some weird stuff, and it's just, just when you don't think that these things can shock you, guys somehow does it. It really somehow does. I'm sure by now you guys have all heard that Brian Koberger supposedly is being investigated for potential links to other cases. Yeah, in Pennsylvania. I have not actually looked and dug into it. I was just kind of figured enough people talk about it. I'm sure I'll hear it. Also, there's a West Virginia woman that's charged with attempted kidnapping of a 2-year-old. That's nice. And then here's a case that we're going to be talking about. So what I'm doing here, actually, well, yeah, I mean, I guess I could kind of set it up for you guys. It might make it easier for you. So what I'm going to do instead of do it on the stream, I'm just going to pop to another stream, and we're going to cover, there's 2 press conferences, a press conference and a show, I guess if you call it that. But one of them, I ran across her last night, and was like, hold up a second. And I put her out today. Her name is Madeline Kingsbury. She's a mother of 2. So it was last Friday morning. She dropped her 2 children off at the daycare it's Minnesota. With her, the father to the children was with her. And anyway, then she went back home, and well, she was never seen again. However, the father to her children was seen getting inside of her minivan, seen driving it around between, I believe it was 10 o'clock and 1:30. And then the van proves that it then parked at the house and stayed there the remainder of the day. There is no evidence of her walking out of the home. Her jacket is still there. Her ID is still there. Her wallet, everything, all of it. All of it's there. The authorities are concerned. They are looking, they are searching, and it's become a joined effort in the searches. And then there was a press conference that's, I'm going to show you. They did announce that there's now a $50,000 reward for information. So anyway, yeah, that's kind of a quick rundown on it. I'll give you more details on the other one, but I'm really worried about her. And I don't know if there's any evidence of domestic violence at all. The police actually put out an area that's blocked off in red. I'll show you guys that when I come on to the next stream. That they want residents to search. It's really strange because they're saying, one, did you see any weird activity happening with the van, which is what the man was driving, her baby daddy, boyfriend. I'm not sure what he was to her exactly, but so it's weird that you would ask if you've seen anything. Police want to know. Did you see anything weird with the van anywhere? And then the other question is, do you see her outside your home, in your garage? Check everywhere. Any possible place that she could be. And they're, wanting everyone to search around their home, which is similar to a child. If a child's missing. I don't know. It's ironic. It's really, yeah. So like this right here, it says, the police asked everyone to search their acreage, wooded property, outbuildings, vehicles, and trails for anything suspicious, such as signs of disturbance. I'm gonna it's a guess. I don't know, nothing. But what I'm guessing is they're wondering if maybe he disposed of her somewhere. That's just where my mind goes with that. I don't know what's happening. My chat is gone with the wind. I don't know what's going on. I have no idea. I do see a lone wolf. Hi, I'm back. Hello, Queen Bella. Thanks for sharing that in Discord. Also, NY shared that in this for Noel in Discord as well. I suck and I missed it. I missed it all. I got an update in missing. Do I? Okay. I also have another update. Yes, you guys, I do have an update. I am going to tell you actually. Let me grab him. Granny Sue, I hope that you're still here. What am I clicking that for? All right. So here's one that I'm hoping. What in the heck? Yeah, my computer is really doing something extra. It's out of this world. Sorry. Thank you for being patient with me while I deal with this weirdness. It's opening tabs over on my other monitor, and I don't know what's going on. I don't know. All right, I'm gonna see if I could share it from there actually, because I'm gonna lose it if I keep messing with it. So let me try to share it here. I think I can. Yep. Cool. Love that. That's great news for us, everybody. Okay. However, I can't see. You are still here. Hey, good. Okay. So I know specifically Granny Sue had asked for an update a bit back on this man. Wilmer was his first name. He would go by Dino. He was in Mexico, and him and his dog would go over to his friend's house and have breakfast every morning. And one morning, the dog showed up at the friend's house, but Dino did not. And so they went and they checked, and well, where he was staying, it was a camper attached to his truck, was gone. What? No way. There's no way this man would drive away without his dog. Okay, it's in Mexico, guys, and it was in a dangerous area. We were warned Americans should not be there. Well, anyway, the family did state, not police, but family, they didn't want to give any extra info, but that the vehicle had been found burned in a different location. And at that point, I was very concerned. So I'm sharing like our stream. I can't stand this computer. Wait, what do I have this on? I'm so freaking confused. Okay, we're good. We're good. I'm just kidding, you guys. These tabs are making me crazy. Holy crap. Okay. I'm playing it. I'm going to quit jabbering and just play. But that's kind of the back info if you don't know, or just so that you at least know what we are talking about real quick.
Hi there, everybody, and thank you for joining us for Fox 40 News at 11. I'm Sincere Tonsel. New for you this morning, he was missing for 2 months, but the body of a Markleeville man who disappeared in the Baja region of California has now been found. 80-year-old Wilmer Trivet was last seen near the coastal town of Todos Santos. His remains were found in a shallow grave by a specially trained search dog. Local prosecutor says 2 people, a brother and sister, have been arrested in connection with his death.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the fact that there's been somebody arrested, anybody arrested at all, that makes me feel good, at least. And freaking sad, man. So sad. He wasn't doing anything. Like, stop that right now. He was minding his own business. Like, at his age, what the heck was he doing? He didn't bother nobody. They took advantage of this man, and it's really stinking sad. It's really, really sad. I'm gonna put you guys on this. I'm positive most of you. Okay, so I did put up a community post about it. I'm sure others have as well. It's been being talked about, right? And you may have even watched this, but I am going to play it. And the part where you actually hear it to me, I didn't turn it on till the end, and I heard everything I needed to know. So I'm not gonna make you watch all of it. If you want to watch all of it, I'm gonna drop it for you, and that way you'll have it. But I am gonna play it where they actually talk about like the answer. Okay, cool. I don't know what word you think, what part he said.
Trial testimony before offering their own testimony. If a witness is not a legally qualified victim, their testimony will likely be prohibited if they first observe other testimony. Thus,
I don't see where he's at on this. Hold on a second. Do you guys see that? Their testimony prohibits if they. Okay, cool. We're coming up. All right, I'm gonna be quiet and I'm gonna play this for you guys, and it really explains it. You don't have to listen. Like I said, it's just a quick little bit. But I'm actually trying to create that stream, and that way I can drop it for you guys right here, and we can just head over to it so that we can cover those two. Oh, the other one that I'm covering a press conference is a missing 16-year-old out of California that we covered yesterday. So here, let me drop this for you. And it's so sad. I was hoping for a better outcome. I know I'm sorry. Me too. You're very welcome. All right, I'll push play, be quiet. And hopefully I can get this set up real quick and be able to drop it for you guys. We can head over.
It is incumbent upon this court to ascertain who meets the legal definition of victim and immediate family members of homicide victims in Idaho. The states argued that Larry, Kay, Colby, and Summer are qualified victims. The defense disagrees. And certainly the court does not question the emotional impact of the alleged victims on any of these people put forth. For applying purposes, the court cannot find that Kay Woodcock initially qualifies as a victim. However, because a homicide victim cannot assert rights for themselves, meaning JJ or Tylee or Tammy, the rights extend to immediate family members. In Idaho, Kay Woodcock does not meet the legal definition of immediate family members of any of the victims, but Charles Vallow does. As a parent of JJ Vallow, Charles Vallow is an immediate family member who is afforded the same rights conferred upon crime victims. The record reflects that Charles Vallow is deceased. Kay Woodcock is the biological sister to Charles Vallow. Accordingly, the court has authority to designate a representative from the immediate family member to exercise these rights on behalf of the deceased when a member of the immediate family is not able to fulfill that role. Okay, that's interesting. So, in the interest of justice, the court finds it wholly appropriate to designate Kay Woodcock the representative for JJ Vallow in Charles Vallow's stead. As such, she qualifies to be accepted and may observe trial testimony. So they're saying because her brother died, she can be Charles' representative and act on behalf of him for JJ. Interesting legal argument there. So she's acting as JJ's father's behalf to get in the courtroom. That's how the judge is explaining that. Okay. Summer Shiflett, she doesn't meet the legal definition of immediate family member, but the record clarifies she's the biological sister of Tylee Ryan's parent, Lori. Where Tylee's mother is the defendant and where her father is deceased, neither of Tylee's parents are able to fulfill the role of the immediate family member. So Summer is designated as the representative of Tylee Ryan of the immediate family. So she is acting on behalf of Tylee Ryan's side. Colby Ryan meets it because he's the brother of Tylee and JJ, so he, of course, can go. Finally, for the record before it, Larry Woodcock does not meet the legal definition of immediate family member in relation to any of the victims listed by the state. The state has included Larry Woodcock on the list of witnesses expected to testify. As such, he is subject to the exclusionary rule. That means Larry Woodcock is precluded from observing trial testimony prior to the testimony he offers at trial. He may, however, observe all proceedings where testimony is not being offered, and upon conclusion of his testimony, he would be permitted to observe the remainder of the trial. The state has the means to order its testifying witnesses however it sees fits. Should the state wish to call Larry Woodcock early in its case in chief, that is entirely the prerogative of the state. So the judge is saying Larry can be in the courtroom, just not when other people are testifying. And if the state calls Larry first, once he's done, he can stay in the courtroom. But legally, under Idaho law, he does not fit the definition because the judge is saying, who is he representing in the case? Because he's not JJ's biological grandfather, apparently. In some, the court is disappointed that the statutory form is not provided to the clerk of court in order to clearly identify and protect the rights of crime victims, their immediate families, and eliminate a need to designate representatives of immediate family, which may have prevented such confusion. The court still requests that the state confirm who is asserting their status of victim compliant and to keep a record on the issue. Nevertheless, the court, in its discretion, will appoint Kay Woodcock as the representative for JJ Vallow, Summer Shiflett as the representative for Tylee Ryan, Colby Ryan as the representative for JJ and Tylee. I'm going to text Kay Woodcock really quick here, see if she has a comment. I would imagine she's just digesting this. One moment here. So, again, if you're just tuning in, the judge has ruled that as far as the trial for Lori Vallow Daybell, Kay can be in there, Summer can be in there, Colby can be in there, Larry Woodcock cannot, but it is up to the state. Should they decide to call Larry Woodcock early on in the case, then he can take the stand and he can be in there, and he is only excluded from witness testimony. He can be in there for other parts of the trial from what I understand. So that's what we have here. I'm going to try to put a link up here, and we will have a full report later on eastidahonews.com. I know that I went through a lot of legalese here, and it might be a little confusing. So if you have questions, feel free to post them. And you can also share your thoughts and opinions about this ruling that comes down. Court today begins at 1:30. Jury selection continues. It's later in the day. And we should get to that magical number of 42 today in the court. Once we get to 42, the jurors will start striking the potential jurors until we get down to 18. And then there will be 12 that are called for the main jury, you could say, and then 6 alternates. And once that happens, the opening statements are scheduled to begin Monday morning here in Ada County. Tonight at 7:30, don't miss it. Keith Morrison will be here on Courtroom Insider talking about the Daybell case, some other things he's working on. And we'll talk about, of course, this development more with the judge handing down this ruling. And then we'll talk about what happens today in court, see if we get to that number. And I will keep you posted if we have any further comment. All right. Thank you all for watching. Appreciate it.
Police are expected to release more information today in the search for a missing 6-year-old boy from Everman.
Investigators say they've ruled out one scenario about what happened to him, and Fox 4's Dan Godwin is live at the Everman Police Department with this update. Dan?
Lauren, the police chief here says he still hopes that 6-year-old Noel Rodriguez Alvarez will be found alive somewhere. Investigators started looking for the special needs child late last month, but then they got a tip saying the boy had not been seen since November. A newly released search warrant shows Noel's uncle told Everman police he personally witnessed the boy's mother abusing Noel. Investigators say the mother, Cindy Rodriguez Singh, fled to Turkey, then India with her new husband and 6 of her children after investigators began looking into Noel's disappearance. Police say they've ruled out rumors circulated by family members that Rodriguez Singh sold Noel to a woman at a store. They think the mother may have said that to mislead them about what really happened. The Everman police chief says an intensive effort is underway to locate Noel's mother and stepfather.
Obviously, we're still looking at every avenue, getting a lot of warrant returns on geolocation data that shows their travels and bank records and things. So we've had a ton of investigators spend really the last few days combing through every transaction, every phone call, every text message.
Everman police say due to the increasing requests for information about this case, the department will hold a news conference this afternoon and share what the investigation has turned up so far and the next steps going forward. That briefing set for 2:30 p.m. Live outside Everman PD, Dan Godwin on Good Day.
Can you guys hear me? I'm hoping. Oh my gosh, I am. Oh, hello. Ay, ay, ay. I'm sorry. I wasn't muted. I don't know. My headset just, I don't know. It just told me too bad. It completely just stopped. I don't know. I hope it's okay. I look like I can be heard now. Yeah, we will continue to give anything updates that are for Noel for sure. I'm so sad. I just need them to come back. I don't want them to get away. I really don't want them to get away with this. I hope they get extradited back. I'm going to give you this link right here. I think that I've successfully done it. Who knows? I very much could have not. But we can head over. I'm going to be popping over there right after I finish this. But here, I'm going to drop that. You can hear me? Okay, good. Blame the phone. Is this? The phone was last night, yeah? Y'all, I've been seeing like a bunch of animals today, like little baby ones and stuff, that I'm like, I could go out and catch you. How come I'm seeing so many? Strange. I have a squirrel, not that any of you care, but there's a squirrel outside my window, and I think that it knows my voice now. And anyway, it came and it hops when it's playing. It does the cutest little hop jumps, and it was totally doing it, hopping over towards my window. I was like, oh my gosh, it wants to come be with me. Probably not true, but okay, let me take this off. I'm gonna put this up on, show you guys haloing. Actually, can I get over to us? Let's see. Okay, so the link that I just pinned here, I cannot imagine, and I know it's hard. Minute by minute, if you have to please, feel free to email me anytime, and I will pray for you. She's so sweet, isn't she? Yeah. She is sweet. Everyone, please. Oh, thank you. Hey, New Zealand. And hey, Beaver. And hey, Connie. And hello, Peppermint. I think you went back, though, in the stream. Yep, I'm pretty positive. Hi, Daddy's baby girl. I'm so sorry that I missed all of you. It just disappeared. Blessings. to all. Hello. I'm so sorry if I missed any of you. Hi, everybody. Thank you for being here, or at least at one point being here, right? And then what I'm gonna do, like I said, that's pinned. I'm gonna hook us up here, play this for you, end the stream, and I'm gonna pop right over to the one that I pinned for you, and so we can get caught up on those other two cases. Yeah, they're concerning. They really are. Let me pull that. But I appreciate everybody. I hope to see you over in the next stream. If I don't, I hope you have a really good night. I also will be coming back on later to give update on Lori on the case anyway. There shouldn't be that many updates, honestly, really. I don't think, with the rest of the jury selection, but we shall see. We shall see. Okay, ready? Here we are. Thank you, everybody. I hope to see you in a second. I love you.
It was a beautiful scene in the crowd of this soccer game. During the halftime, people were bored, and at that moment, this girl would start doing a bottle flip challenge. Except after tens and hundreds of attempts, she couldn't do it at all, so people started looking at her, giving her a little bit of space for everyone to see, except that after literally hundreds of tries, just watch what happens and how people react.
Oh!